When perpetrators claim to be police or informants. Abusers and rapists sometimes invent or co-opt identities, claiming to be police informants, DEA/FBI agents, crime lords, or drug dealers, as a way to intimidate, confuse, and silence victims. These false identities serve a tactical purpose. They give perpetrators apparent leverage, threats of retaliation, claims of protection, or promises they can get the victim, and they help shift attention away from the abuser's actions toward a sensational story the abuser controls. How victim information gets shared or exposed. There are several realistic channels through which a perpetrator might obtain private details about a victim: informal networks of gang associates, people who traffic in information in a community, and official systems like courts and law enforcement records when privacy is not protected. In Buffalo and Erie County, gang activity and related prosecutions are widely documented, and gang members can be part of the local information ecosystem that spreads or weaponizes personal details. Local criminal justice structures, for example, policies governing investigations and case assignments, and the use of assigned counsel in Erie County, create touchpoints where details about victims and cases travel through official channels and need careful handling. Victim rights and procedures exist in New York courts, but they are not automatic protections unless taken up and enforced. Common manipulation tactics abusers use. Claiming multiple identities, informant, agent, crime lord, to make the victim doubt what's real and to frighten others. Twisting the narrative to portray the victim as the troublemaker or the one assigned to the abuser. Using social networks, gang contacts, or loosely connected informants to collect or circulate private information. Leveraging court filings, plea deals, or public records to learn more and then weaponize those facts. Signs to watch for that information is being exposed. People outside the case repeat private details the victim never disclosed publicly. Threats that refer to specific court dates, assigned counsel, or investigative steps in ways only someone with access would know. The abuser insists they are working with law enforcement or a known criminal figure as a way to deter reporting. Attempts to isolate the victim by spreading rumors that undermine their credibility. Practical steps victims and allies can take. 1. Document everything. Keep dated records of threats, messages, and any statements the abuser makes claiming an identity or connections. 2. Limit what you say in public or online. Treat court dates and filings as sensitive information until you discuss disclosure with an advocate or attorney. 3. Contact victim witness services through the court system or the district attorney's office to request protections and explain concerns about information leaks. 4. Ask your attorney, private or assigned counsel, about protective filings, sealing certain records, or minimizing disclosure in court papers. Erie County's assigned counsel program can be a resource for indigent defendants and offers information about representation in local courts. 5. Report threats and patterns of harassment to law enforcement and insist that those reports be logged. Local investigative policies describe how cases are assigned and handled, and having a paper trail matters. 6. Connect with local rape crisis or victim advocacy groups for safety planning, accompaniment to court, and help navigating confidentiality options. What to say about sensational claims? When a perpetrator claims to be an FBI agent, a named crime lord, or an assigned informant, those claims are often part of the intimidation strategy rather than verifiable fact. Treat statements like these as red flags, report them, document them, and ask the professionals involved, victim advocates, prosecutors, or defense counsel if applicable, to verify or refute them through official channels. Publicly circulating unverified identity claims can make a case harder to prosecute and can re-traumatize victims. Closing and next steps. This is a pattern that mixes community power dynamics, criminal networks, and the vulnerabilities of formal systems. If you or someone you know is experiencing this, prioritize immediate safety. Record threats, reach out to victim witness services, and work with an attorney or an advocacy organization to limit further exposure of private information. Reporting the misuse of identity claims and information to the appropriate prosecutors or police units creates the documentation necessary for later legal action and helps protect others.